I know a lot of you guys, you're doing brand deals, you're doing video sponsorships on your channel as a way of earning additional money from your audience there. But there's something that I do that earns me often twice as much money from that brand deal as I otherwise would have earned. And I will tell you guys what that is coming up right after this. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Wednesday. Time to give you guys some YouTube tips, ideas, suggestions, advice that we do every week to help you guys grow your YouTube channels and your audience. So the one thing that I do is that I don't limit it just to YouTube. That's really valuable, but I also have these other platforms I've been building with my audience along with my YouTube channel, and that is my email list, that is my Twitter account, that is my Facebook page, Instagram, Snapchat, like all these other different platforms. And so when a brand comes to you wanting to sponsor a video or do a brand deal on your channel, you can say, that's great, but how about I throw in a couple of tweets? How about I throw in a couple of Instagram posts? How about some Facebook posts? And how about like all these other platforms, an email blast or something like that? Now you can see how that brand was like, whoa, we were just thinking YouTube, you got all this too? Like, heck yeah. And they get into that, and you can often charge a lot more for that. And a lot of you guys think, that sounds awesome, Tim, but how do you even get started with that? And that is where this video sponsor, FameBit, comes in, because guys, I've been using their platform for a long time now, and they just added some new features and some tools that I know you guys are going to love, because I do. So one of the things that you can do now is just not just about YouTube anymore. FameBit now, if you develop like a really good active Instagram following or Twitter or Vine, you can now integrate those platforms into your campaigns and your brand deals that you're doing there. So it's no longer just about like, hey guys, here's my video, thank you for the money, be all done. You can say, here's my video, but let me throw in all this other stuff. Or maybe you have a brand on there that you see that only wants to do Instagram, or maybe they only want a bunch of tweets, or maybe they only want like a really nice loopable Vine or something like that. Now it makes more sense for you to start cross-promoting and building all the other social platforms, because your brand deals now have just increased that much more in value. But let's back up a bit in case you're not familiar with FameBit. So FameBit connects YouTubers and social media influencers with brands. So brands go to FameBit's website, they post a campaign, they say, hey, we're looking for influencers to talk about this or promote that or the other thing. You log in as a creator and you say, that brand, that deal would fit my audience perfectly. You go in, you submit a proposal, you give them your price, you pitch your channel, your social media platforms, your ideas for the video, things like that. And that puts you directly in touch with the brand, which then they can negotiate or accept your proposal. And the cool thing is that the deal actually gets funded even before you start. Once you publish, you get paid within like 24 to 48 hours. You only need 1,000 followers on any of those platforms to get started. New sponsorship opportunities are being added every day across a variety of categories: tech, gaming, beauty, fitness, just tons of stuff in there. And they actually now have an iPhone app that lets you keep up with all the latest brand deals that are coming through, the opportunities that you can jump in on, as well as even managing your communication with those brands on the go directly through the app. So let me put a couple links down there below for you guys. One is a link to the app if you want to go check it out, which I highly recommend you do. Two, I'll put a link down there also where you can go check out FameBit, learn more about them in case you're interested. And then three, there's also a link to their YouTube channel where they have been interviewing different creators on YouTube, getting their best tips and advice and hearing their stories and a lot of behind the scenes of what's happening on their channel. So if you want to hear a lot more about growing your audience on your YouTube channel from other creators, definitely check out FameBit's YouTube channel. It is linked up down there below. I have a whole bunch of interviews I've done with them in the past. I'll link up the playlist down there below too if you want to learn more about how do you write a good winning proposal to a brand and how do you pitch yourself and all that. What should you charge for? Well, how much money should you ask for your audience? And a lot of other common questions I've asked, gone through all of them with those guys. So all that is linked up down there below as well. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below, especially those of you who are actively using FameBit. What has your experience been like with them so far? And then also, if you've done brand deals where you've integrated your other social media platforms or email lists or things like that, what experience and tips can you share for the rest of us about how those work best for you? I am hoping that they soon are integrate like MailChimp and other email services. I know they've got a lot on the roadmap coming, so definitely looking forward to seeing what else they got in store. And if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe. 3 times a week we do videos to help you guys grow your YouTube channels and your audience so that your message spreads and the people who need to hear what you have to say can find you, become a part of your channel's community, and hopefully have their lives be changed as a result. So thank you for letting me be a small part of that on your channel. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.